Hello and welcome to the Minecolony Spotlight. I'm Blue Gnome and today we're going to look at professions. Boy, am I glad I'm inside. It's a really rainy day today, so I'm nice and dry and recording my show. About last time, I have a few additions to make. Firstly, people do not work at night. They go to their houses or to the town hall if they do not have a house, and they sleep. And also, I'm playing on peaceful right now because I don't want all my villagers to be murdered by all sorts of monsters, because they will be murdered, and that's why it's so important to build houses. Just stressing it again. Since last episode, I let Thomas build 3 more houses, and I also moved the town hall a little bit away from those houses because it'll be much nicer when it's finally finished. So let's just get right to it.
Hi-ho.
After you've built your houses and after you've put down your builder's hut, the next thing you should do is probably build a miner's hut. Now we should look out because he's going to dig and I don't want him to fall in here. Oh, that's gold. That's good. But I'll get into that a little later. So, a miner's hut. Let's see. We can plonk him down right over here. I'll build it. It isn't necessary to build it immediately, but since we can and my builder isn't doing anything right now, I will. Okay, so there. Nice. Okay, so George G. Miller has taken up the mining profession, and he needs a pickaxe. So every profession, well, almost every profession needs, they need tools. I should put it like that. So I'll give him a stone pickaxe and a stone shovel, and he already had some torches because they were in the chest when I put it down. So now we can start digging, and this is level 1, so he will go down to coal level and he will try to dig up coal. This is very good because for every house you need coal to build, and also for a lot of other things, and for the melting of iron, of course. Now he has taken up the miner profession, and that's really good because now I don't have to mine as much. I do have to say, sometimes it's a little glitchy, so you have to check in regularly if he has enough tools. What's happening here? Well, exactly what's happening here actually. You have to check in if someone has enough material. So he needs 13 wood and 3 cobblestone. Now he has cobblestone, so he needs wood. I'll give it to him now, but we're going to build a woodcutting, I should say lumberman's hut anyway, so that'll be a problem of the past. But it's just not as fast as you, cutting wood yourself. So I do recommend that you first build your miner's hut and then build a woodcutter's hut, a lumberman's hut, because you can do it much faster. You can cut wood much faster than you can dig up stuff from the ground. So let's see. Okay. So lumberman's hut. And let's see if he finishes that. We'll get back to that in a minute. Also, people like to punch pigs and boars, and it's really a little bit awkward. A lumberman's hut. You need to already have some trees in the vicinity because he will not plant trees himself. He will plant them back when he has cut them, but he will not do. He will not place them himself. So if I just place some trees over here and over here. Now, let's see. Stephen Robinson is trying to pick up the, well, the woodcutting profession. A bit weird. And he says, I will not work until the hut is built. Well, that's not true, because when we give him an axe, he will. Now, this is true for all the other people in the town. Well, I should say it like this. The first 4 professions are free. They work for free, they don't need housing, they don't need anything, even though they say they do need that. Every profession after the 4th one, you need to pay them salary, you need to have a hut, so please keep that in mind when you're choosing your first 4 professions. I usually prefer to have 1 builder, or no, 2 builders, 1 miner and a woodcutter, because building can be slow. So, especially when you want to build your own town hall, that'll take a lot of time. So we have the woodcutter, we have the miner. Next is the farmer, and the farmer needs a lot of space to do his thing. So we will plonk him down over here. This seems like a good spot. There we go. Now, a farmer needs seeds, he needs a shovel, and he needs a hoe. I think, yeah, I should have enough people in my town to do this. Now that we have all these people and all these professions, because, you know, normally I would put down a next builder's hut, but for the sake of this this spotlight, I won't. Let's see. Stephen Taylor. Won't you go and pick up the farmer profession? No. So there are some other professions, and I think I will get into those a little bit later in another episode, and I will go over the interface of the town hall. Now, let's see what all this means. City name, Minecolony. When you have your town hall, I believe this changes, so keep that in mind. Population 12 of 12. This means we have 12 people in the town, and that 12 people are, I believe, housed. The first 8 people are automatically counted as housed, I believe. So that's this. Settlers 9. We have 9 settlers in the village. People, they live with a man and a woman in one hut, and only the man works. So when you have 8 people, for example, only 4 can work. We have 3 workers, 18 gains, and 0 expenses, so the balance is 18. I'll get into that a little later. Settlers 3, they are very happy. No citizens, no nobles, and no aristocrats, and this is the tax height and their happiness. So in the treasury there is currently 39 bronze. Actions. We will withdraw this money. Automatic salary is pretty important, and some other stuff, you know, things you normally get with other houses as well. So we had 39, and I believe this is 39 copper, and that translates into some amount of silver, and 5 silver translates into 1 gold. When you have enough gold, and eventually when you have a bank, we will get into that in another video, you will be able to transfer this gold into diamonds. And that's actually where the Minecolony village starts to get useful for me, at least, because I can get diamonds fairly easily. Next time we'll probably get into the farmer's profession a little more, because nobody wants to pick it up at this moment. Oh well. See if I can build another house then. Anyway, I'll get into the farmer's profession. I'll probably get into a little bit of bakery, but I don't know for sure. And I will collect the gold in that ravine, and I will make a bank. And I'll show you how to make a profitable village next time. So, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye! Hi guys, if you want to see my previous video, please click here. If you want to see my next video when it's out, please click here. Thank you for watching!